This is one of the things I kind of noticed about your films, all three of them that I'm very familiar with. You know, your Leonardo short, then your friend the Rat, and now this is the stylistic mashup that you employ.
Yes.
Now it seems to be all the rage,
Uh-huh.
especially with the Spider-Man multiverse movies, which
Yeah.
really blew it
For sure, right?
way out.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Lego bricks, even. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, throw everything in the kitchen sink.
How how does that make you feel, and why did you um, venture out into those arenas as well as just when you're working in
Yeah.
a company that's famous for
Computer
doing
animation.
computer animation? You were the first one to really bring back hand drawn animation.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, I think for me, I mean, I went into animation to do 2D animation because that's what I grew up on. Warner Brothers that did great classic Disney films, and and that's why I wanted to do that. So then computer animation shows up while I'm at school, um, and it was like, well, I don't want to do that. I want to do 2D because that's what I wanted to be an animator to do. So luckily, I went into story so I could keep drawing, and then and I just went to Pixar mainly not for computer animation, but because they were telling good stories. And then while I was there, I mean, I appreciate computer animation. I think it's actually I've seen it grow. I mean, I've been part of the the history of it being created, and I worked at the company that did it, and I though never really found it as like a passion of mine, computer animation. I still just adore 2D drawn animation, and and also stop motion. I've always loved. I always thought it was cool. So the idea of mixing up the medium for me is just fun, really. And so to do the 2D film at Your Friend the Rat at Pixar was like it was really I was able to do it because they were doing the credits in 2D, and I could say, oh, they're doing the credits in 2D. You know, Teddy Newton was running that. Won't we do a short in 2D? And then they were like, and they couldn't use the computer. We couldn't use the computer animators because they were busy trying to finish the film. So it was this little window where I could go, hey, we could do it this other way. And they were like, okay. And then Brad Bird running things, he loves 2D as well. It's probably, so passionate about it that, I had that little in. So for me then, it was like just mixing up the styles and everything was just fun. We even put some stop motion in that short. And I had a blast with that. And so continuing on with that, I just have always tried to do that, and the Wally end credits has that, where we change different styles. Even if you could think of Mary Poppins as a mixture as well, it's mixed with live action. I mean, that's what it is, that's what you have to do, but I, again, was doing it again. And also, my career's been cool because here I wanted to do 2D, and I've been able to somehow keep doing it. And even in this world that's mainly CG, and I get to make the films like Your Friend the Rat, that was based on these great Ward Kimball shorts from the Disney days. Mary Poppins, again, like from Disney days again. So it's been exciting, and now doing The Inventor, it just seemed natural to me to combine the two styles. It didn't seem to, you have to figure out a way that the audience will accept it and not be thrown out of the movie or go, oh, look, there's another new style coming in, and not concentrate on the story itself.
when you decided to go with the stop motion animation, you'd already kind of designed the characters, but just what role did Jerome Rance play in actually modeling those for you, and what did it feel like once you had some of those models in your hands?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Jerome and I have been friends for so long since I arrived at Pixar, and his brother Joe. So Jerome, I asked him would he sculpt one of the characters, and he sculpted Zoroastro for me. And
who did the original Leonardo?
The Leonardo was by Greg Dykstra, But actually, I should go back. Jerome actually sculpted the Leonardo that we used as a maquette. This guy.
Okay.
He uses a maquette for the 2D animation. So this was made for the 2D animation for the original short, so that the animators could mainly look at his wings and figure out how to draw him. So Jerome sculpted this guy, and so I worked with him on that. And then, so he basically helped me design the original Leonardo, how he would look. And in a way, this helped me realize that, oh, Leonardo could be done in stop motion, because I've always seen him this way, and it wasn't just as a 2D drawing. So then as I was starting to develop the feature, I think Zoroaster was one of the first ones I designed after this guy. So I needed to put him in the world of this kind of design. And I asked Jerome, would you kind of do this on the side? Would you do this for me? And he did, and the drawing I kind of drew him to look like Jerome. So
I see it.
yeah, right. And so he is. I think he's the best. I think there's a caricatured puppet of Jerome in Coraline, I think. And I don't know. I think Zoroaster looks more like him. So and he kind of acts like Jerome a little bit. I mean, Jerome's more vocal than Zorro is, but Jerome kind of goes around and grunts a lot. So